To a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators, taking on the #1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Ball handed off. That game moves the ball out near the 25. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Oh, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that. They have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice game.
They're going to run it here. No way to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. I love the fact.
Here he goes at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
With all the footwork that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based Based on their film work, it pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the point after is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The bunch formation. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it in the open. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Florida. No chance to catch him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Handoff from the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. The game was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC, and ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Quick pass, the catch is made.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Caught in the flat by the running back. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
On third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection. Because you know that you're going to throw, and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
Ball handed off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete.
Well, it's really hard to be accurate when you're falling back and not getting anything on the football. He threw that ball off his back foot.
This third down. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
And the Gators trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Catch made on the right side. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. And is intercepted. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught by the receiver. You bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wide out. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
And what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking for the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Takes a shot at the end zone. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll use the ground game here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Grab down the middle. It's Luna. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The back's got it. Sends right into a wall. They got it for a loss.
I I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. A little behind the receiver.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. The quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Out of the gun now on third down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He gets hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That completion sets up a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. As a first down in the red zone.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Screen to the wide receiver. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing in the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wide out. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
But he's got some space here. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running through the tackle. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So out comes the field goal team from a long way out. They are putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. And he's got it. good, sir.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. We'll start at the 25. First play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Luna. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion in 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Gators bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Plainly forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Retakes the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. He strikes the tackle. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this 3rd quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a 4th down. Look at that scoreboard. I'm going to start to wonder, should I go for this?
No, kick it away here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Now here's the toss play. Gets the first and still running. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And there's the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. He'll pitch it. He's got the first and still going. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. The offense threatening now, first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Now they come up second and goal from the 3.
Check, check. Okay, ready?
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Touchdown, LSU. They continue to roll up the score. All the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick throw to the right, it's caught. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the Gators keep the football on the move. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught in the backfield. It's Luna. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
6th play of the drive coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Pointer in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And 6 more points to the total. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Picked off in the end zone. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Give it to the big fullback here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He could go. At the 10 now. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
And he knocks through the PAT.
That makes the score LSU 32, Florida 20.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Backed up the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your take. You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He hands it off from the gun. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the play. Coming up, 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Quick throw. The catch is made. Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to find room. It's Luna. They get him down, but that's a solid game. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quick throw caught on the left side. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't. So now we got a fourth down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Tight end makes the grab. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
He's tackled down to the 4-yard line. Defense get pushed back. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. The receiver. Touchdown, Gators. This offense is still clicking.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he gets it out to the 28. Tackled right there. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Leaning on the run game here late.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Dump off caught by the running back. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. This might be for the ball game. Running out of time in the pocket. On fourth down, a short toss to the running back. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. That's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of, and these guys really met the challenge.